Hey, hey, SBG solution-based gang, like, share, subscribe. Say no to rim, brothers, mothers, fear and sell no good suckers. Hype him up, hype him up. Shouts out Sharoon, Bracy, and the Waters. Wake up morning show, salute, big dog, shout out to the Lord. PH, Diva, salute, Brownsville, SBG solution-based gang.
Let's go. Good day, everyone. How are we doing today? It's a beautiful day. Hopefully it's beautiful where you at. It was hot, but it wasn't as hot as usual. Thank goodness. It was only 90 degrees where I'm at today. I was able to walk outside without melting. I was able to go outside without melting. That felt good. It was a nice little breeze going on, you know what I'm saying? You know, when you have a nice little breeze going on, that feels great. Because there's a lot of times, woo, that heat be. You got to stay hydrated. Make sure you stay hydrated. Sheesh. And, you know, somebody that should have stayed hydrated, maybe he got a little too thirsty for the Republican Party. He should have stayed hydrated on his blackness, goddamn. Because, sheesh. I don't know. He should have stayed hydrated on his goddamn blackness, Corinne. Because I don't know. I don't know who. I don't know why. Somebody is being held accountable. I do find it interesting. When people are being held accountable, they tend to not like it. So what gives you the ability to say you can hold the Black community accountable, but yet the Black community can't hold you accountable? Can you make that make sense? See, the thing that Stephen A. Smith is missing, maybe he's been too far removed because he's not understanding what we are asking from him, from what we are asking him to see and pay attention to. The way how you communicate about us is very harsh. You're a little bit too harsh, and I get it. The other community gave you 100 million. Thank you, OG Do Dirty. You know what I'm saying? We understand the other community gave you 100 M's. That's a lot. However, you should be listening to what we are communicating back to. Hey, if you are going to correct us, you got to correct us with love. And the way how you correcting us is not loving. It's very harsh. It's very strong and sturdy, and it hurts. Not hurt in a productive way, but hurt in a disparaging way. And when the community is communicating that, you should understand. You shouldn't get offended because you don't want the other people to get offended when you're saying what you're saying, right? Because you feel like it's coming from the heart. So why you believe that when somebody else is saying it about you, it's not coming from the heart? So what I'm going to do is we are going to watch, we are going to check out all the different response. I want to start with the Don Lemon before I go to Stephen A. Smith reacting to what happened. So I think that was a big difference. The way how, so I want to go to Don Lemon and Jamel Hill. The lemon drop. And then we're going to go into Stephen A., how he reacted to this. Because I do find it interesting. everybody, a lot of people, they want to be the one holding the Black community accountable. But once the Black community hold them accountable, oh, that's when it's not appreciated. Because they feel like they are, it seems as the way how they communicate it, that they are above said community. That is the part that I believe he's missing. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or he's just that knee deep in it that he cannot recognize it. And that could be a strong possibility. That he's too close to it. And that's why he can't see it. But let's check out Don Lemon, Jemele Hill communicate about what happened with him. And then we're going to go ahead and check out Stephen A. Smith reaction to all of this. Then we're going to check out Stephen A. Smith.
And you've also, I think have you been a part of his wrath, a target of his wrath or criticism?
Yeah, I mean, wrath is probably, I haven't got it as bad as some others, but he's okay. Mostly been, I'm gonna be fair to Stephen A. He has mostly been complimentary of me. He took issue with some of the things that I said about him. And I understood that was fine. This is part of the dance that we do when we're in media. And so he seemed to be surprised with some of the things that I had to say in response to some of the things that he had to say. But he certainly said some things that I didn't necessarily love about some of my friends, be it Joy-Ann Reid, Carrie Champion, and others. So, and politically, we're very different. Jasmine Crockett. Yeah. I don't know Jasmine, but obviously I admire her for a lot of reasons. But there's a pattern that's been
What's
there.
up, CJ?
Well, all of the people you're speaking about, I know.
Make sure y'all
some
hand
of
that
them are
like and
friends,
share button,
some
y'all.
of them are acquaintances, others I just know. But I was surprised at how to me it was the tone that he took with Jasmine Crockett and with even Joy. And even with me, I'm not a Black woman, but it's just the tone or speaking from as if he's an expert from knowledge that he doesn't necessarily have, right? He does.
And so there go one of the first complaints, right? He is speaking as if he have knowledge that he that he doesn't necessarily have. And the experts just want to, just have that same respect that he feel that he put in a certain amount of work so he could speak a certain amount of way to the Black community. These people that he held accountable, they feel like they have put themselves in a position where they could communicate the way how they can without somebody like Stephen A. Smith disparaging them. And hopefully Stephen A. Smith is not too close to the situation for him not to see it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's right here in his face, clearly. But he's not seeing what is going on.
He didn't come armed with all the knowledge.
And I think that is really the crux of the issue that people have with him, is that they feel as if his tone is very different when it comes to speaking about you or Joy, Carrie, Black women in general, or Black people. Like some people put it under the umbrella of Black people. And when you think about the fact that Donald Trump called this man an idiot, I mean, he literally called him stupid.
What? I know if the way how he's come out about the NABJ, we better be easily able to find something on Stephen A. Smith going at the neck of Donald Trump, because they ain't call him an idiot. I think an idiot is far worse than giving him a thumbs down. ADS, which one would you rather have? A thumbs down or be called an idiot? I don't know how far back we got to go to find this Donald Trump clip. I don't know. We got to go as far back as Stephen A's hairline to find this Donald Trump clip calling Stephen A. Smith an idiot. Me personally, ADS, I ain't never heard Stephen A. Smith go at Donald Trump for calling him an idiot. Slicey Bummer, it's crazy how some of these men react to a certain group of people. When they talk about black women, 100 miles an hour. White person call them an idiot, they look over it.
When you think about the fact that Donald Trump called this man an idiot. I mean,
what?
Of black people. And when you think about the fact that Donald Trump called this man an idiot. I mean, he's black people. And when you think about the fact that Donald Trump called this man an idiot. I mean, he literally black people. And when you think about the fact that Donald Trump called this man an idiot. I mean, he literally called him stupid.
What up, Shadow?
And people did not sense that same level of vitriol toward Donald Trump, who said something about him that none of us have ever said about him. Like, none of us has ever called him stupid. We made.
That is a great point, Jamel. You have more smoke for somebody that said, hey, you are not listening. We giving you a thumbs down because you haven't been paying attention. You've been disparaging us and you just not recognizing it. Well, they didn't say you're not recognizing it, but you've been disparaging a certain group of people. The issue is that you didn't have that same smoke with the people that's calling you an idiot. This is a problem that we have with a lot of black males that jumps over into the Republican conservative side. They are not recognizing that they are being used as a weapon to attack the black community. That's what they are not recognizing. They're like, oh, I just know, stupid. I guess it's okay for us to call him an idiot, but it's not okay to give him a thumbs down. I'm assuming that's what we it's okay to call him an idiot, but it's not okay to give him a thumbs down. Come on, Steven. What's up, Lala? Lala, go harder.
Have said, oh, he's uninformed about this or, whatever. But Donald Trump literally called him a low IQ individual, which is his go-to insult, especially when it comes to black people, as you know, because he's called you the same thing. And so I think that's why people really kind of sort of started looking at Stephen A's responses and actions pretty critically and saying like, okay, you seem to have a lot of fire and a lot of venom and a lot of discussion about black folks, but when the white folks do something, you seem to be kind of muted and nuanced and you treat them a little bit differently.
Okay, now I'm wondering if you think that, what happened at NABJ. I was there. I wasn't there for this. You were supposed to be there, but you had a scheduling conflict. And you're an active member in ABJ, right? All of us. And then, they honored him.
Yeah,
or at least they honored him last year.
Okay.
And First Take, maybe.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden this year, because of
what happened?
Things. Now, I'm wondering if you think he deserved this from NABJ. This was their announcement on Sunday night or Saturday.
Board recognizes conduct that harms black journalists. Weakens newsroom equity or editorial independence, reinforces damaging portrayals of black people, or compromises the public service mission of journalism. Stephen A. Smith, sports analyst and black commentator. Smith emphasizes representation of black women in public discourse and stands in direct conflict with NABJ's long-standing commitment to accurate, responsible, and inclusive portrayals of black communities.
Oops. 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 That is a lot of smoke. Do we need, y'all let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you need to rewind that and see the smoke that they gave them. Put a 1 in the chat and you want me to pull a selector, rewind. And you want to pull up. Damn. That was some smoke for his ass. They were saying Stephen A. the real victorious one. They put a lot of smoke on his ass just now. Wow. Damn. All right, hold on. Let's see exactly what they said again. Sheesh.
Now, I'm wondering if you think he deserved this from NABJ. This was their announcement on Sunday night
Order recognizes conduct that harms black journalists,
black journalists,
newsroom equity or editorial independence, reinforces damaging portrayals of black people, or compromises the public service mission of journalism. Stephen A. Smith, sports analyst and political commentator. Smith has a representation of black women in public discourse and stands in direct conflict with NABJ's long-standing commitment to accurate, responsible, and inclusive portrayals of black communities.
Wow. Woo, Verb, that was strong. That was very strong. And make sure we got over 400 people watching. Make sure we have over 400 likes. That helps out the people the most because we get more people in, we get more wilder comments, and we have a good time. If you are watching the show, make sure you say where you're from, say hello, good day, speak your mind. As long as you stick to the topic, you'll be fine. That's all we asking for. Stick to the topic and everything will be fine. We don't care what side of the coin you on, but stick to the topic and be respectful. Woo, Verb said, I love it. And I think something that he's not understanding, right, is that, like, you know, it was a woman that was recording it. And, you know, that woman said, hey, I'm sick of him. I don't know if y'all caught that, but it was a lady that was recording, whoever was recording it, she was sitting at the table. She got to overheard, right? If we was to enhance that audio, I'm pretty sure we'd be able to hear it loud and clear. That doesn't mean we edited the audio. What up, Georgia? A Burn King, good day from Georgia. Savannah in the house. Yeah, what's up? What's up, Rocks? What up, Unlikely? Good day to you. You understand? So I'm pretty sure, Unlikely, if we was to audio enhance it, we would be able to hear that lady say, I can't stand his ass. That doesn't mean we edited it. Bubba Homeschool, absolutely you do. What you mean? Did you like miss the whole MAGA, the good old boys, the Proud Boys, the white nationalists? Like, Bubba, come on, keep up. So, Bubba, please keep up. That was crazy for you to say, Bubba. And so what I want to say is that most likely was a black woman that said, I can't stand his ass. This is something that I think he's not paying attention to, even though he believes that he has good intentions. He believes he has good intentions on black folks, especially black women. Y'all have your own award system for your journalists. You didn't, prior to today, but you probably didn't even know this exists. The reason why the NABJ exists is because we need a group of people so we could have somebody become a Stephen A. Smith. So sometimes I think y'all just don't understand that. So if it wasn't for something like the NABJ, Stephen A. Smith wouldn't even be where he's at. That's what gave him the opportunity to be where he's at. Because otherwise, it ain't no path, especially when he started. There was no other path for him to go. And for some reason, a lot of people just always just try to excuse that. Let's go.
That was quite a reaction. Wow. Okay. Well,
you have the floor, ma'am.
So I'm going to try to attempt to do something that isn't always appreciated, and that is have a little nuance. Okay.
Okay.
Now, has Stephen A. been have the criticisms of Stephen A. been unfair? The answer is no. I think they've been completely fair, and I think a lot of them have been valid in terms of, as I was talking about, that different energy, and I'm trying to understand where that comes from. And I think politically, people definitely have a problem with how he's used his platform
Mm-hmm.
and who he has platformed on his platform, and kind of the circles that he seems to be ingratiating himself with. It leaves a little, leaves one to raise the eyebrows and say, okay, what's really going on here? You're flirting with running for president. We know that you're friends with some interesting people, to say the least. And I don't want to be getting into business of judging people by their friend groups, but I think people can.
What? Excuse me? Plenty of people judge birds of a feather flock together. That's what they usually say, Janelle. And him running for president, hey, this is probably why this is hurting him a little bit more. He thought he had more black folks behind him, but you need to be more behind black folks. And I think the issue that he is having is that he is looking at it in a I give to the black community way. He probably does a lot for colleges, for communities, money-wise, even visually-wise. And he's taking that and said, hey, judge me strictly on this. No matter what else I do, I can't do nothing wrong. That's the issue that we are having with Stephen A. Smith, unlikely. He is not recognizing that, hey, yes, so if I have a parent, my parent comes to me like, who bought you your clothes? Who put food in your mouth? Who take you to school every day? Who does this? Who does that? And who that? Like, I'm not complaining about all those things that you did for me, mama. I'm talking about that you whipped me with a goddamn extension cord the other day. And it hurt me. It left a mark. I got whelps. Every time I go in the shower, mama, I can't wash my back because it hurts. And that's what the black community is trying to communicate and saying, hey, yes, you did a lot of these great things. You holding me down on that asset, but you are hurting me, is what he is missing in this whole situation. Make sure y'all are hitting the like button. That's what really helps the chat out the most. Hit the like button. This is how we turn it up. This is how we get more chats. This is how we get more wild. This is how we have more of a good time. I know you were here to have a good time, and I'm here to host you on that great time.
See the dynamic of what's unfolding and saying, like, who is he trying to ingratiate himself to and why? So there's that component of it, which I think those are fair observations and criticism.
I do judge people by their film group.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's, I understand,
Yeah. It says a lot about who you are.
Serial killer, all right. Y'all be looking at me crazy too. I got it.
Right, exactly.
I got understand. It. So yeah. I get that. And I think those are fair criticism and observations. But here's where it gets to me a little thorny. Yes, it is true that First Take, you mentioned this, they brought the show to NABJ. Okay. Part of that is because Stephen A. has exhibited an actual commitment to Black journalism. He's an HBCU graduate. He's taken the show on the road, as in First Take, to many HBCUs. And while he wasn't the first show at ESPN to do that, my show actually was. But when I had His and Hers, we went to Howard's Homecoming and did a big show. But that's okay. That's neither here nor there. Okay. It's not about me. But he has done that. And knowing a little bit with how he operates his show, there are Black people that work on his show that he is actively, intentionally hired to bring Black folks at the producer level, at other levels in our industry, to bring them into the fold. There are absolutely. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And shout out to Josh. Josh says something very interesting in the chat. And make sure y'all all commenting. Make sure y'all all hitting the likes. We do not have enough likes. Don't be afraid to comment. It doesn't matter if you're black, white, or yellow. It's all good. Just make sure you stay to the topic and everything be all right. So Josh, he says, what he says here. Let me see what Josh said. Josh says, so if you're going to start canceling everybody who speaks about having self-accountability, you may as well just throw your culture away. So the issue with what you're saying, Josh, is that why is it not okay for us to have accountability for Stephen A. Smith? If he had accountability for us, he don't like certain things that happen, and he was able to voice it.
And so as Stephen A. Smith is doing something, we don't like the things that he is doing. So the Black community has voiced it. Why is it never okay for us to rebuttal back and say the things that we don't like? We just got to take anything that somebody says criticizing us. We want to be able to talk too. We want to talk our shit too. We out here grinding too. You ain't the only one grinding, sir. We don't care if you get tired of any kind of black talk. Guess what? That's what's going to happen. Because for some reason, you thought it was okay to talk down on our beautiful Black women. You thought it was okay. It's not okay. I know for many of years, it's been looking like it's okay to talk down on Black culture and Black women. 2026 is over. We are not having it. The same way how you can't talk crazy about other communities, you can't talk crazy about our community anymore. You're goddamn right, Franklin. Black women are beautiful. See, Franklin, I didn't say all. I said Black women are beautiful. I said spoke about our beautiful Black women. And this is where you got to be careful with some of y'all. Y'all try to throw words in there that changes the whole conversation, like the word all. I never said all. We know I got some crazy human beings of all races out there. And nobody's attempting to defend crazy people. And Franklin still, he want to double down and say all again, even though I corrected it and say I did not say all. I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about in general. And to make your point of view valid, you got to throw in the word all. Shame on you. Pay attention to the words that I'm using and rebuttal with the words that I am using. Don't change my language. I won't allow it. That's right. Thank you. Words of wisdom. Please, even when you are voicing your opinions, please be respectful, and we could communicate all day as long as everybody's being respectful. Thank you. Words of wisdom. Let's keep it going.
There are a lot of Black people who can say, Stephen A. helped me with my career. That Stephen A., he elevated me in this way. When he had his show, quite frankly, on ESPN, it is true, he created a segment strictly for Black voices on his show, because there wasn't a lot of Black columnists. I was one of the Black columnists that appeared on his show. Me, Rob Parker, Gary Howard. It was very few of us. Stephen A., it is true, gave us a platform to do those things. So while I do understand that how he has done and moved and operated in certain ways has gone against the mission of NABJ, and that thumbs down award, that is what it is supposed to address. I do think the body of work should matter. And Stephen A. does not have a lengthy track record, I think, of going against the core and the root of what Black journalism is. And while I don't like a lot of the things that he has said, I also cannot absolve or cannot erase the contributions he's made, both as a Black journalist himself and also as somebody who has tried in many instances to use his position to help other Black journalists.
Talk about it.
Okay. Completely fair.
100% fair. You are 100% fair, and that's how you call it down the middle. When you are being very fair about the situation, call out the great things that man has contributed to the Black community. That's 100% fair. So that goes to show we do appreciate the things that he produced in the game, but that doesn't mean all of a sudden that we cannot hold you accountable for the negative things that you brought to the community as well. Maybe one outweighs the other. Very strong positive. One may outweigh the other by a mile, by 1,000 pounds. But it doesn't mean we can't correct your form. Yes, you pushing 225. But hey, your arms is a little flared out. You need to get that a little bit tighter, son. And then now push. Now you push it up.
And nuance, which people don't like in this day and age. It's not like the black journalists were calling him, you know, the sellout or, you know, the Uncle Tom or the coon, right? No, they weren't doing.
Not an Uncle Tom and a coon. So what up, Gail? So unlikely, we are not talking about showing appreciation or not. And this is the problem that a lot of people have. They always want to they want to try to act as if we can't talk about the bad things you've done. I think it's okay to say, hey, this is okay. This is not okay. So hold him accountable for the negative things that he portrayed in our community is also should be okay. And giving him a thumbs down is not showing appreciation. Giving him a thumbs down is holding him accountable for the negative things that he have on the community. And just like he can have commentary on the negative things that he feel, the community, which is the NABJ, that community there, they feel like they wanted to hold him accountable for talking ish down on Black women. They have a right to do that as well.
People do. I mean, some people do.
No.
Like that's
some people do. But I'm saying NABJ was not doing
NABJ
Basically,
did
they
not
were
do
saying
that.
what he's doing on the air is not good or detrimental to Black people and Black journalists. That's their opinion. They can do it. They're an organization. They are Black journalists. Okay, a Black journalist organization. However, he thinks what he's doing for the Black community is, you're more in line. You're saying basically what he has said before about the Black community. But I think sometimes people can be too close to it and they can't see the forest for the trees. I have been there. I'm sure you have been there. Great point. Sometimes it takes a person who is your friend, or maybe not so much your friend, to say, hey, look, what are you doing?
Right.
Can you see yourself? I've had those moments with Spike. Okay. I've had those moments with Spike will say, hey man, look, let me see. I've had those moments with DL. DL and I are dear friends now. We toured together. Because he was on your head. We didn't always see eye to eye. But sometimes you got to let your ego go and go, okay, what am I not seeing? And perhaps I am too close to the corporation, if you know what I'm saying.
I do.
You know what I mean? Because
so that's another great point that Don's talking about. Maybe you're a little too close to the corporation. You need to back up a little bit. Take a step back before responding, because you did not respond this quickly when Donald Trump called you an idiot. Nobody on our community called you an idiot. What we did say is that, hey, you being a little bit insensitive right now. Unlikely, he was so insensitive that man himself pushed out an apology towards Jasmine Crockett. He recognized that he had to, you know what, maybe I am attacking Jasmine Crockett in the wrong sense. I got the wrong tone when I'm talking about Jasmine Crockett. You are holding her to a standard that you are not holding other people to. That is the problem. You cannot hold her to a higher standard than the goddamn president of the United States, bro. You cannot. You cannot have more smoke for Jasmine Crockett than you have for the president of the United States of America. We got to hold you accountable, Stephen.
You're a journalist.
Damn, that's kind of crazy. His name is Stephen, unlikely. Yo, that is kind of crazy that his name is Stephen, unlike. That's kind of crazy that his name is Steven. Make sure y'all be just like Shadow the Titan Wad with the $2. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If everybody was to chip in with $1 at a time, we would be all good. Shout out, throw rocks. Those rocks should be heavy in his hands. Everybody, please be just like Shadow the Titan Wad. Send 99 cents, $2. Let's bring some color into the chat. Blue is a good color. I like orange as well. You know, that magenta and that red, hey, much appreciated. Thank you so much, Shadow the Time Wise. Make sure y'all be just like that and hit the support button. Please hit the like button. I really appreciate y'all.
Pretty much, you should not be so aligned to the corporation. That is not your job. Your job is to disseminate factual information. Your job is to be a good communicator. Your job is to inform and enlighten. And in many ways, if you're a Black journalist, your job is to offer opportunities to other Black journalists if you're in a position like Stephen A. Smith, and also to be able to bring those conversations to the fore, to be able to bring the nuance to the fore without sounding like you are, hey man, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's my thing.
Right.
I just like,
what you say?
Without sounding like you are, hey man, you know what I'm saying? It's like, like
what?
You are.
What are you talking about, sir?
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Sounding like you are. Hey man, you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's my thing.
Right.
I just like, because all in the way that you said. But and so let me say this. I want to play this.
Okay.
Because he says, "Oh, Black people love me, blah blah blah." But if you heard some of the responses from there, it's like,
hey, I don't know. I guess that was Don Lemon. Hey, I think Don Lemon, was that your attempt at a urban Black man's communication or something like that? What was that? That's like, hey man, what's up with this agenda? I don't know what that was, Don Lemon. I don't know. We're gonna have to hold you accountable for that, Don. I don't know. We might have to hold you accountable for that. But we got over 100 people voting. We need that same reaction when it comes to hitting the like button. We need that same reaction when it comes to hitting the 99 cent button. We need the same like when it comes to the share button. If you could vote, you can hit the like. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate y'all. Unlikely, that did sound a little crazy.
maybe he doesn't see it. Roll it.
Black people don't like me. I'm from Hollis, Queens, bro. I'm from the streets of New York City.
So what?
People don't like me. I'm from Hollis, Queens, bro. I'm from the streets of New York City. I go to the street. Don't like me. I'm from Hollis, Queens, bro. I'm from the streets of New York City. I go.
And see, and that's where we have a problem. That's where we have yes, Dose MacGyver. I think so. That's what he was attempting to do. He was mimicking this Stephen A. Hood mentality. This is the Hollis, Queens Stephen A. Smith. You see his swagger chains. Yo, bro, I'm from the streets. I'm from the New York City streets. Bro, since high school, you was a goddamn sports commentator. You don't have to say you from the New York City streets. You've been a great kid from Queens. Yes, you was born in poverty and you made your way up to the mountaintop of being a commentator. But don't act like you from some mean streets of New York. That is not you. Leave that to the gangsters and the thugs out there. And I get it. Everybody from New York feel like they got a little thug in them. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But it's also okay to be nerd. I get it. Everybody that grew up from New York, even though they full-blown nerds, they're like, I still got a little gangster in me. Don't get it twisted. I feel you. But calm down with this vernacular of you from the mean streets. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't out there with Run DMC. You wasn't out there with Ja Rule and them. You wasn't out there with 50.
People Don't like me? I'm from Hollis, Queens, bro. I'm from the streets of New York City. I go to the streets of America everywhere, all over this country. I'm in.
Right. So I don't know what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? So when you go around in the streets of America, you at ESPN, you got security. You know what I'm saying? You got ESPN, you got security, you get dropped off in a black SUV. You ain't taking no trains and public transportation. You ain't out here in the grind like that. Your grind is a little different and it's respectable. But don't act as if you are in the American streets. No. You don't get to claim both sides. Choose a side, stay there.
Inside and outside arenas. I'm inside and outside local businesses and stuff like that. I'm the ambassador for HBCU Week in concert with Ashley Christopher and other people. I've helped generate over 12,000 scholarships in excess of $150 million.
And again, this is where the problem is, sir. The problem is you are not addressing what people are attempting to hold you accountable for. Those things are great. And this is why I use the parent analogy. This is just as if when your parent comes to say, who paid all the bills in this house? Who put the clothes on your back? Who bought the sneakers on the feet? Who put that food in your belly? Who paid the electric bill? Who paid the rent? You don't do nothing with your little ass. So shut up and take this ass. So don't tell me that I'm treating you wrong because I did all these other things. Address what we are communicating. What is communicated to you is that you are treating a certain group wrong. Talk about that. Don't start talking about all the other things that you did that has nothing to do with the argument whatsoever.
For Black students, I'm a member of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. I ain't just down with a fraternity, that's a brotherhood. All of them are my boys. I was raised by 5 Black women, Joy. I have 9 nieces. I have 2 daughters. Everybody Black. I still go home to Hollis. On the business side, ESPN takes our show, First Take, to HBCUs, packed gymnasiums wherever we go. Black people don't like me.
Okay, look, I like French fries. I like bread, and I'm not.
That is kind of crazy. And this is the issue that we have with these type of talks. So the thing that he is not recognizing, right? Another thing that he's not recognizing. Make sure you're hitting the like button. We got over 700. Make sure we have over 700 likes. Make sure we have over 700 in support. Come on, we could do it. 99 cent time. Let's crowd fund, great fun and content. If you don't have any money, hit the like. If you can't hit the like, hit the share. If you can't hit the share, drop down out the comments and say something. Say where you're from. Greet us. It's all good. We want to communicate back and forth with you. Here's the issue that Stephen A is not recognizing. The thing that he is not recognizing, that racist people say this is the very same thing that he says. They would numberize how many people that they have in their family. I got 5 Black friends. I got a black granddaughter. You calling me racist? That have nothing to do with what you said. You naming those few people shows how much. What does that mean? That means because you have those things that you can't be one-sided towards a certain group of people anymore. The people that hire Jerry Jones and the Lakers former owner and all these other, we see that a lot of those people, they could say the very same thing that we want to find out that, the dude from the LA Clippers, we seen what he said and we seen how racist he was. And guess what? He paid basketball players hundreds of millions of dollars. What up, J-Man? I like that one. Right? The dude from the LA Clippers, he paid basketball players hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm pretty sure he got at least one black lawyer. I'm pretty sure he is paying black people a tremendous amount of money. But yet and still, he was even having sex with a black woman. But even through all that, having a black girlfriend, paying black basketball players hundreds of millions of dollars, having possibly black coaches and black lawyers, he also was still a racist. That's the problem. That's the issue. And that's the part that Stephen A. is missing. All those things that you named on Stephen A. Smith is great. What up, Brother Noomsy? But it actually has nothing to do with the topic and issue at hand that people have with you. What up, J-Man? Good to see you. Appreciate you.
All of those things may be true, and he deserves his flowers for that. But it's not necessarily an excuse for having bad takes on people and for what journalists are trying to get him to understand. Maybe he's not seeing something, and he thinks by doing all of those things that he can also pile on black people and talk shit about them, and there will be no accountability for it.
Wow.
Yeah, and Don, I think what you brought up is fair, and not just fair, but justified. And I know personally of black journalists, senior black journalists, who have tried to have these conversations with Stephen A. behind closed doors, and because they've told me about it. And I think this is what I want Stephen A. to do from what happened at NABJ. I want him to.
Hey, I just want y'all to understand, we got over 300 votes, but we do not have over 100 likes. I just want y'all to be fair to me as I be fair to you. If hopefully you're enjoying it. You've been watching for more than 3 seconds. Please, if you can participate in voting, please participate in hitting the like button. Let's have more people be welcome in to have a conversation with us. We are going to have a great time. It's a fun time. This is the Wildest Wake Up Show. It's no other show like it. You, the audience, control how great the show is. You are in control. You get to support somebody that is at the bottom. Started from the bottom, now we here. Make sure you hit one of the support buttons. Either a like, a share, or 99-cent super chat. Please and thank you. Much appreciated. What up, 79 Road? That's how we do it. Drop out the comment sections. Let's communicate. Let's have a dope time.
Self-reflect and evaluate. But I know that's not what he's going to do. And this is where I am concerned for NABJ.
Okay.
Stephen A. has a very big platform. He has a very big microphone.
Okay.
And what he's going to do, and he's already alluded to this with his tweet saying Christmas came early. It's like he's reveling. He's going to revel in trying to tear down this organization. That's exactly what he's going to do, is that he is going.
And that's a very scary situation. That is a very scary situation. Shout out to J-Man 8585. Thank you so much, Bill, for being the first time. I believe this is your first time supporting the channel, man, and hopefully it be many, many more. It says, stand united and justice for Nolan Wells. Beautifully said. Thank you so much, J-Man. Much appreciated.
Going to air NABJ fully out and realize that there's a good bit of the country that does not understand the value, the meaning, and the institution that is NABJ. It is the largest Black journalist organization in the country, over 3,000 members. I've been a member of it since I was 16 years old. This organization has meant everything to me. It totally is responsible for me having the career that I had, going to NABJ, seeing other Black journalists, seeing journalists like Stephen A. Smith in their positions come back to NABJ and come back to the convention, talk to younger journalists, give us some game, going to developmental workshops, being able to go to the job fair. This is an amazing organization. And at a time where Black journalism is under attack, I think the way that he responds to this is not going to be helpful, and it's not going to be constructive, and it's not going to get him to the place that you want him to get to, Don, and that is to respond in a way, or at least think about, why is there a disconnect? Like, of course, when you go to HBCU campuses, they love you because they're students and they see this Black man who is the face of ESPN, who has got $100 million contract and is television. Yes, they love you. But if your peers are telling you there is something wrong, or there's something you should be paying attention to, maybe you should listen to them and have.
Absolutely. That's the issue. Bub, I'm going to address that because I don't know what you are misunderstanding. Shout out to the cash. That says, good day, Mr. Bracy. Yeah. Thank you so much for the cash out, my brother. Thank you so much. Man, I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. And for all the people that don't know the cash app, if you wanna send some money and you don't want anybody to know that you're sending it, thank you so much. Because I don't say names on cash apps just in case, sometimes people don't want their name to be said. Well, Kill Switch, we will find out about that hopefully soon. We don't know if he actually accidentally did that. So, Bubba, here's the problem with what you're saying. That most humans are racist. Most humans can be racist, but most humans do not have the ability to apply their racism. That's the issue that majority of people do not ever want to address. The people that is applying their racism to a group of other people. And that's what the real conversation about. We understand people are going to love their own people. There's nothing wrong with loving on your own people. It becomes a problem when you love on your people so much that you try to harm other people. That's when it becomes a problem. All right, then that's fine, Sam. If someone calls out the Democrats, why are they sellouts? So why, when somebody calls out the person that is calling out, why is that an issue? Very interesting.
Some conversations, not only with yourself, but with these same people, and say, like, okay, guys, what is it? Where am I getting this wrong? Or what's the disconnect? And I don't know that if he's introspective enough to frankly do that. And I think this is going to go in the wrong direction. And what it's going to result in is, one, Stephen A. Smith is probably never coming back to NABJ. He's probably going to cancel his membership. And what I do also worry.
Damn, not cancel your membership. Shout out to Jimmy Dragon. Your accolades don't invalidate your hateful statements. That's a very true. Right, so a lot of people try to make it seem like that you're supposed to be able to miss all that. Shout out to Lala Go Harder. Make sure y'all hitting that like button and the share button. It really helps the channel out tremendously. Thank you so much, because I know you don't want to just be here by yourselves. So, make sure we get the proper introduction to YouTube by hitting the like button, hitting the share button. Hitting the like button is just recognizing that you was here for more than 3 seconds. Nothing more, nor less. It doesn't mean that you like me or dislike me. It just means that you was here for 3 seconds. And if you have 99 cents, we have over 400. Everybody send $1. That's right. That'd be $400. That would be awesome as a community that we could do something like that, so we could keep on pushing out independent conversations, because we all know it is a system behind all this goddamn. Yeah, we understand that. You know what I'm saying? So I think this was really good. Also, I want to bring up another video, because people are acting as if he don't understand where all this vitriol come from, but he actually does. He actually does. We're gonna bring up. Let's see. We're going to bring up another video of Stephen A. Right? let's bring up another video of Stephen A. Smith. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Corinne Mackey. I appreciate you so much. Hold on. Shout out to Corinne Mackey with the 99 cent. Thank you so much. That's how we do it. That's how we get some color in the chat. 99 cents at a time. Trust me, that 99 cents is going to come back to you 20 times more. I wish you, Corinne, 20 times more. You feel me? So let's check out this video of Stephen A. Smith talking about Miss Jasmine Crockett.
Straight shooter with Stephen A. That's what I'm going to call this, straight shooter with Stephen A. Because obviously this doesn't have anything to do with sports. This has a lot to do with a whole brouhaha that's been going on with me.
Oh, brouhaha.
Over the last few weeks. Now, I will tell you, I apologize for not speaking about this earlier. If you took a close-up of my face right now, you'll see the right side of my face swollen.
Damn.
I had emergency root canal, double root canal surgery.
Damn.
And so I've been down and out and drugged up.
And that's why you shouldn't be talking about black women. You talk about black women in a bad way, you're going to get a root canal.
Stuff like that over the last few days, trying to overcome this stuff.
All
but
right. You talk about black women in a bad way, you're going to get your root canal. Make sure you don't talk bad about black women. You won't get no damn root canals. Shout out to Charlotte Taiwan's. JP wouldn't hot the like button. Don't be like Joe. Okay. I don't know who Joe is. Don't be like Joe. Love Wisdom. Thank you so much, love. We got some new colors in the chat. We got yellow. Woo! You know what yellow brings? Yellow brings sunshine, brings life.
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Says good day. Good day to you, love. Adding some sun to this midweek. Thank you so much. It's sunshiny days. Yeah. Nah, not Karma took his teeth. Y'all crazy. Not Karma took his teeth. Y'all are hilarious. That is funny as hell.
The less it is what it is. I'm here right now. I wanted to take a moment because I saw something disturbing in regards to President Donald Trump and how he came at Representative Jasmine Crockett. And I wanted to take this opportunity to attack this issue as it pertained to me and Jasmine Crockett, because I personally have had an issue with how things have been misconstrued and misinterpreted. But at the end of the day, I have to own it. And that's what I'm going to do today. And so when somebody says to me, Stephen, rather than point to her and her verbiage and her language and how she talked about the president, what about how he talks? I have no problem with that. I can understand that. And if that is the reason that everybody is in an uproar, that is fine. And I have no problem apologizing to my sister, because damn it, I want her to know I don't feel that way about her. Just like I didn't feel that way about Kamala Harris. Just like I don't feel that way about the marvelous, the wonderful, the incomparable, the greatest first lady ever, and Michelle Obama, in my estimation, or anybody else. But what we're going to do on this show is understand who the hell I am and how it's going to be as long as I'm doing this show. I have no problem apologizing if I'm wrong. I have no problem apologizing if I've made somebody feel a certain kind of way. But I'm going to challenge the legitimacy of what people come at me with when I think that challenge is warranted and deserved. If you came to me and you said to me that it came across as a bit dismissive, Stephen, you should have been more protective of her than that, because look at how he speaks. Look at how they act on Capitol Hill towards her. I understand that. But when somebody tries to take that to accuse me of being disrespectful or in any way misogynistic, I'm going to push back on that, because that's emphatically false. There's no truth to that whatsoever, and I'm not accepting that, and I'm not owning that. I can sit up there and I can look at Representative Jasmine Crockett. Do you know what I think she should be doing? I think she should be competing for the Senate seat in Texas or for the Attorney General spot because she's qualified. I personally think Kamala Harris should have ran for governor of California. I've said it for the record that if Michelle Obama was running for president, she would have beat Trump, in my opinion. I think she'd have done it. That's how I feel. But
For now that you understand that, and we understand you, that you apologize to Miss Crockett. The issue that we are having is that now, when we fast forward it, because this was about 5 months before, when we fast forward it, you act as if you don't understand why people are upset. You already had to address it. People already did not like the way how you was communicating about black women. This happened months ago. This happened months ago, Black Wolf. So for you today to act as if you do not understand why so many people have smoke for you on how you communicate towards black people is just disingenuous at best. You clearly understand, because this ain't the first time people has told you and communicated with you that, hey, the way how you communicated towards our best and brightest is incorrect. Other people already have so much smoke from them. We don't need you to dogpile on that. We understand that you're going to get the bag if you dogpile, if you're a black man saying the very thing that white people are saying about black people. We understand, but you got more than enough. You got $100 million contract, bro. We don't need you to dogpile on the black woman, sir. We don't need you to go down to Sean Hannity. You going down to Sean Hannity didn't show that you were forced. That shows more that, hey, if people are calling you out and giving you a thumbs down, they're giving you a thumbs down, in which I need people to over 500 people that's watching to give this a thumbs up. Please make sure you hit that goddamn like and the share button. If you have 99 cents, please hit that as well. What you are not understanding is that we don't need you to help them out. If black folks is complaining about how you are communicating about us, you do not go to the very person that been dogpiling on us. Sean Hannity ain't never been friendly to our community, from what we understand. You cannot throw the fact that you have a handful of black women that you support that is family members and people that are working for you as the way to say, hey, I love black women. I have black daughters. I have black family members. I was raised by black women. It's not an excuse to say, hey, all of a sudden, I'm not a... That doesn't mean that. And we applaud you for all the greatness that you are doing with hiring people. And all the family members that you are taking care of and you love. All that is dope. But it doesn't take away the fact that even before you got the thumbs down, black folks was on your neck telling you like, hey, you are going at this in the wrong way and your opinion is not in a positive or a productive light for these women that are being attacked every single day. And for you to act like you don't understand is wild. It's just crazy. All right, so that's what he said about Jasmine. He apologized himself. It came out of his own mouth. He apologized. And it wasn't too late at that moment. But now it's too late to apologize. But it's not too late to hit that like button. Let me see where we at with the lights because y'all be tripping. Let me see how many votes we got. We got over 400 votes, but we do not have over 400 likes. Y'all gotta get it together. We got over 500 votes, but we don't have over 500 likes. Y'all have to get it together. I know y'all can do it. I believe in you. So if that's the case, Josh, so for some reason, is it okay for us to hold him accountable? If it's okay for him to hold black community accountable, it's okay for the black community to hold him accountable too then, right? That's what I'm assuming that you're saying, Josh. That's what I'm assuming Josh is saying. All right, let's go to his recent. So that's what Stephen A. Smith apologizing to. Stephen A. Smith is apologizing. Hold on. Oh, hold on. I see, son. The apologize was 9 months ago, and let's see. Let's see what he actually said. Let's go. Let's see. I see this video. It says, let's see what he actually said. Stephen A. Smith tries to go out.
Let me tell you what
Tell us.
gets me annoyed. And I hope Jasmine Crockett is listening to this. By the way, she's welcome on the show. When you go on national television and you calling the president of the United States out of his name, and you're being all disrespectful.
Wow.
As a representative in this country, do you believe the citizens of Texas sent you there to do that?
That's crazy. You don't think that the way how you are communicating is disgusting, sir? Did you have that same video when the president of the United States called you? I want to know, did you have that same smoke when the president of the United States called you an idiot and low IQ? Did you have that same, because you sound like you have a lot of smoke right now. You sound like did you have that same smoke for when Donald Trump called you low IQ and an idiot? Insane.
They don't like him either. I'm talking about those who voted for her in all likelihood. But because he is who he is and he is in that position, they expect you to go to Capitol Hill and figure out a way to maneuver yourself through that terrain to work in a fashion that's going to facilitate getting things done on behalf of your constituents. That's your job. That's your job. Excuse my language.
The embarrassment of Stephen A. Smith continues.
Anybody does need to clean up DC, I would agree it is this man, because he is the one that is causing half the crime that we have. Not only is he participating in the crime, but we know that he instigated the insurrection. And if I did say that I had one issue with the Biden-Harris administration, it is the fact that they did not move forward and make sure that this man was put where he should have been put. Because the last time I checked as a criminal defense attorney, and Mr. Attorney General, you may have a different experience, but I never had a defendant that had 34 convictions for felonies and did not spend one day in jail. Never in my life. And the last time I checked, the party of law and order is the only one that decided that they would be out of order and decided to nominate someone who was not only indicted, but was actually convicted of multiple felonies. That has never happened in this country. And it is a shame that we are dealing with it now. And now he wants to tell y'all how to do your job.
Where he makes it a point.
Can somebody tell you, did she lie? Did she lie? I just want to know, did she lie? Where was the mistake that she said? What up, Sway? Peasy ain't going with the $10 super sticker. Thank you so much. Peasy ain't going with that yellow. Woo, that yellow represents sunshine. It's beautiful. It's bright outside. Thank you so much, PZ Ain't Gone. And make sure y'all be just like PZ Ain't Gone. We need 10 more. We need, we got over 400. We need 400 people to do the same thing that PZ Ain't Going just did. You know what I'm saying? Words of wisdom. It was no lies detected there. Thank you so much, PZ Ain't Gone. So I don't understand why Stephen A. Smith had so much smoke for her. He got 34 convictions, Sway. So that's the part where I don't understand. Crazy.
To go after Texas Rep Jasmine Crockett.
He ain't worth a damn. That's not your job. Anybody can do that. You're supposed to be figuring out a way to get things done. And when it comes to this president, that egotistical, maniacal tendencies that he has, everything is about Trump, where every cabinet member and everybody and their grandmama got a fawn all over him before they speak. I mean, these people, before they say hello, they say, I just want to say we have a great president. He's such a great leader. I love him so much. He's so wonderful. He's so marvelous. He's the leader we need. I mean, they do this every day because it's damn near a requirement when it comes to him. And I understand it. I can't stand it, but I see it. But the flip side to it is that he's a deal maker.
Wow.
And if you figure out a way to make him look good in any way, quid pro quo is something he lives by. He'll reciprocate.
That is crazy. Pull your skirt down, bruh. Pull your skirt down, bro. See, and that is the real issue that I'm starting to understand now. Okay, so he feels like he himself, he wouldn't approach it that way. He doesn't have that same, he don't have that same aggression, that courage to go against them. And so he's looking at her, how dare your little black ass, and lack of a better term, has the gall, the gumption to go at the highest man in the land. Because Stephen A. Smith, he probably feels also that he is a much bigger person than who Jasmine is. How does she have the courage to go against the grain? He want her to be silent, kiss the ring, you know, like he said, go in there and say, hey, you are the greatest president of all time. Now let's make this deal. Let me kiss your ring so therefore I could get what I want. And that black lady says she ain't going. Peas ain't going. Bro said, just sell your soul a little bit. Not the whole bit, just a little bit. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. All I need is a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Can you kiss the ring just a little bit? Then maybe I could give you what you want just a little bit. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. No. Jasmine said no. She ain't kissing no goddamn ring. Your ass could go ahead and kiss his ring. You could go ahead and do like all the other people that was before, and you could do the same exact thing and kiss the ring. Ogun, just by you saying not wrong doesn't mean anything. You ain't pointing out one thing that I was wrong about. I can't be wrong. You just heard the man say, hey, everybody that's a part of his cabinet kisses his ass. That's what Stephen A. Smith just said. Stephen A. Smith said, you got to stroke his ego, and I'm sorry. He didn't say that. So, Ogun, do you want me to play it back? Ogun, do you need me to play it back? Because clearly you didn't clean out your ears today. Clearly you didn't.
I can't stand when it comes to him. And I understand. He's such a great leader. I love him. So everybody and their grandmama got a fawn all over him before they speak. I mean,
he said everybody and a grandmother has to fall over him. Did you hear that part?
member and everybody and their grandmama got a fawn all over him. Trump, where every cabinet member and everybody and their grandmama got a fawn all over him. Before.
Did you hear that, Ogun? Because for some reason, it's like I can't hear. Did you hear him say that? Make sure if you haven't supported the show in a long time, if you never supported, make sure you be one of the people that support today. Did you hear that? Make sure you hit the like button. We do not have over 200 likes. It's ridiculous, but we have over 600 votes. Let's get it together. Did you hear that, sir?
Before they speak, I mean, these people, before they say hello, they say, I just want to say we have a great president. He's such a great leader. I love him so much. He's so wonderful. He's so marvelous. He's the leader we need. I mean, they do this every day because it's damn near a requirement when it comes to him.
Right.
And I understand it. I can't stand it, but I see it. But the flip side to it is that he's a deal maker. And if you figure out a way to make him look good in any way, quid pro quo is something he lives by.
So I don't know what Ogun heard, but that's what he said. Ogun, I don't understand. What are you asking me? I don't understand what you're asking me. Did you not hear what he just said? So you said I was wrong. What am I wrong about what he said? Or are you saying that he's giving her advice to do that he wouldn't do himself? So he's telling her to kiss the ring, but you believe that he won't kiss the ring. Craziness. That's just crazy. How y'all act as if y'all can't hear. It's kind of insane to me. All right, so now let's go ahead and listen to what he actually said. This is him reacting to the NABJ. This is him reacting to the NABJ. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. Okay. So this is what the NABJ is saying. Stephen Smith, sports analysis and political commentator. Smith has established a recurring public pattern of disparaging commentary directed at prominent Black women across politics, sports, and media. Such commentary reinforces harmful narratives, undermines the fair and respectful representation of Black women in public discourse, and stands in direct conflict with NABJ's long-standing commitment to accurate, responsible, and inclusive portrayals of Black communities. That's what they have a problem with. Shout out to Ogun, says, bro, I did not hear him say that he is doing that. Maybe he's telling her that she needs to conduct herself a little more professionally. Kissing ass. Okay, I mean, the problem is that y'all only see it's okay for her to do that. Do you think Donald Trump is moving professionally? When he's teasing people with disabilities on live air, mimicking their movements, you think he's moving professionally? That's what we're talking about. Y'all have more expectations for Jasmine Crockett than you do the President of the United States. That's a problem. That's a huge problem. We cannot act like the person that's being disrespectful is the person that we gotta be professional with. No, you do not get blocked here for disagreeing. That is not the truth at all. And this is the problem that we have with just tell the truth. That is not the reason. Stop acting as if you don't understand. When somebody tells you don't do something and then you keep on doing it, and then now you act like you haven't been doing it. I say, hey, stop pushing me. And then you just push me lighter. Well, I didn't push you like how I did before. I didn't push with so much. No, it's okay. Stop acting as if black people are doing something to white folks. And then you'll be fine. You act as if you don't understand what you are communicating. All right, let's see his response to all this.
Even though I will always strive to do better, that doesn't negate the bullshit that the NABJ did Saturday night or Friday night, whichever night it was. I believe it was Saturday night.
Okay. It
is BS. And I get a lot of people want to pile on and they want to jump on it because you have your own individual feelings about me. I'm here to tell y'all are entitled to that.
Okay. Okay.
Not the NABJ.
What you mean?
You're not entitled to that.
What?
This is me we're talking about here. I am the same guy that brought a nationally televised show to a journalism conference, which is the NABJ, the last 2 years. Did you have anything to say about me then? Did I get a thumbs down then? First Take, a nationally televised show, which has been #1 for 14 straight years. We came to the National Association for Black Journalists in Chicago and Cleveland, back-to-back years. Of course, I got to thank ESPN for that. They're the ones that signed off on that. Specifically, now former executive Dave Roberts. It doesn't happen without him. It doesn't happen.
So that's the issue. Bubba, please stop acting like you don't understand. That's just crazy that you keep just acting as if your words doesn't have consequences. Words have consequences. You can't just say anything and then act as if, all I said was a comment. Make sure we need more likes, y'all. It's actually ridiculous that I gotta repeat that so many times that we gotta hit the like. So he's not addressing what is actually being taught about him. He act like he don't understand. We're not talking about the accolades that you did. Shout out to Moa. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. Moa.
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
And for when you are trying to explain to somebody that this is happening, this is what you're doing to me, then they talk about the things that you are not doing. That is the problem. We talking about, hey, you did this, that, and the third to me, and you want to talk about, hey, but then I buy you ice cream. The ice cream don't have to have anything to do with the fact that you smacked the shit out of me. Thank you for the ice cream, but you just slapped the shit out of me. Just because you did a bunch of great things for me doesn't mean now that you are not supposed to be held accountable. What up, Staltic? Good day to you. So for some reason, y'all think that it's just okay for people just to talk bad about us and we cannot talk bad about somebody else. Well, we're supposed to just sit here and take whatever you say or whatever he say just because he said it. So he say something negative and then we disagree with what he is saying. We can't respond to that. Why are we trying to act like we don't understand? The rules don't just apply to us. The rules apply to the other people as well. And I get it. You know, it's so much more difficult for people to support a person that is supporting the Black community, clearly. Because it should be hands down, all my Black people that's in the chat that send 99 cents so we could keep this shit going and have more voices that are standing up for us and say, hey, we not taking this shit laying down. We ain't kissing no rings. It should be no problem to get all 300 people that is on the same mental wavelength as just to send 99 cents. 99 cent super chat, 99 cent cash app. If we all on the same wavelength and we need to support each other, should be no problem. We got over 400 people. We got over 600 votes and we don't have 200 likes. Bubba Homeschool, stop acting like you don't understand. If you're gonna write something that is productive. Calling me names does what? Calling me a name says what about the topic? Stop acting as if you don't understand. Please, you're not slow. Stop acting like you are.
Happen without ESPN, but you know who else it doesn't happen without? Me. Because if I'm not willing to show up, we ain't coming. But I was there. I was there not just to do the show. I also stood in the booth for over an hour doing the jobs fair. I also gave a speech. I also mentored and talked to, as I continue to do, young, aspiring Black journalists, and I have done that religiously for decades. I started my career at the Philadelphia Inquirer. I know it's the New York Daily News as a high school reporter, but thereafter, in 1994, I began my career at the Philadelphia Inquirer, courtesy of Sandra Long, a longtime executive for the Philadelphia Inquirer, synonymous with the NABJ, whom I first met at the jobs fair of the NABJ. My career started because I was at the NABJ job fair.
Thank you, Brother Noopsy. I appreciate
And yet,
that.
Saturday night, I saw the president of the organization, Aaron Haynes, go up on stage.
Thank you, Carol Williams. Get the likes up, y'all.
And give me a thumbs down award for disparaging Black women.
Maybe now he's going to get into it after he gave himself all that love.
I received a lot of insults in my day.
Understood.
That might be the lowest.
Damn. That was the lowest?
I'll address that in a second, but I want you all to understand the magnitude.
Right, Matt.
Of what a few board members for the NABJ elected to try and do to me. Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that in the history of the NABJ, according to my research,
what's that?
Only 4 individuals have ever received the thumbs down award?
Oh my God. According to his research, only 4 people ever got the thumb down award. Wow. Okay. Let's see. Joanne Haysbert, 2003, acting president of Hampton University, censoring the students, run campus newspaper. Damn. Jason Blair in 2003, 2 people in 2003, New York Times reporter, widespread fabrication and plagiarism. Insane. Duwan McCoy, president and CEO, Circle City Broadcaster in 2026. Ooh, concerns surrounding workplace equality, newsroom culture, and professional accountability. It sounds like we have a problem. And this is the issue that a lot of people try to ignore, right? They try to ignore that this is a problem that they try to throw at Black folks, right? And also we have Stephen A. Smith in 2026 as well, disparaging commentary towards prominent Black women. That's the issue that what? Shout out to say what? Hold on. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Who got the, and make sure whoever got the, make sure you maintain those. What? Hold on, let me see if I can find who. Hold on, I gotta find it. Hold on. Come on, y'all. We need more likes. Thank you so much. All right, there we go. Oh, you gifted yourself some too? That is awesome. Duce. I know Duce got it. I know Duce gonna hold me down. Ruthless Uncle Sam. Shout out to everybody that got themselves a membership. Make sure you jump out of the clouds and say thank you, Moore. Say thank you, God dog it. I appreciate that so much. That made me feel so. That is awesome. That is awesome support. Thank you so much. That's much appreciated, man. Man, that is such a beautiful thing. Thank you so much. Let's jump back into it. Thank you.
Usually, it's reserved for organizations. But myself.
Hold on, he says usually for organizations. Jason Blair, that's not an organization. Joanne Hansbert, that is not an organization. Those are individuals. Come on, those are individuals.
along with founder, owner, and president and CEO of Circle City Broadcasting, Mr. DeJuan McCoy, received it this past weekend. But also Jason Blair, the disgraced New York Times reporter. That is the category that I have now been lumped into. I've been in this business for 33 years.
Damn. It's a long time.
I'm one of 21 African Americans in this country's history to have ever been named a general sports columnist. I have climbed the charts from an intern to a high school reporter, all the way to a columnist. I've hosted national radio shows, as I do right now on Sirius XM. I'm the executive producer and the star of the #1 sports morning show for the last 14 years.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm 5 weeks away from being inducted into the Broadcast and Cable Hall of Fame. Howard Cosell, Dan Rather, Edward R. Murrow, Mike Wallace, Oprah Winfrey. Those are just a few of the names inducted into the Broadcast and Cable Hall of Fame. And this coming September 29th, I am being inducted into the Hall of Fame, officially a Hall of Famer. But I'm not a Hall of Famer for the NABJ.
Wow. Yeah. That's what's really going on. His feelings is hurt. What up? His feelings are hurt. That's what's actually going on. He really feels like that everybody else, like he don't care if Donald Trump calls him an idiot and low IQ. He don't have no smoke for somebody like that. Or any of the folks that's a part of that situation that calls him types of names. But he feels as if he is above his own community. So therefore he does all these great things. He does all these great things for the community. So therefore the community should not be able to say anything wrong about him. It's a wild statement, but that's how the man feels. It's crazy. It's a wild statement, but that is how that man feels. It's wild to see. That's it. We're going to skip past it a little bit. Man, that's crazy. Let's see if we can find some more good points. Why he refused to let it go. Let's see. All right. You're talking about Jasmine Crockett here. Let's see.
I've heard people bringing up Jasmine Crockett. She was a representative in Texas, representing 766,000 people. Did I sit up there demonstratively asking, why would you curse out the president of the United States with the cameras rolling? How is that going to help you? Yes, I did. Why did I do that? Not only because she's in Texas, and I know they're a little bit different in Texas, a bit more conservative. And I didn't think that would work with her constituency down there. We also saw the issue of redistricting coming up to the forefront. And I said, you have an opportunity to be the Democratic nominee for the United States Senate, representing 31 million folks. And you getting that seat. Why? Because your education. Because of the fact that you're licensed to practice law in Texas and Arkansas and federally. It would have been a great, great thing. I'm like, yo, weave your way through it. Don't let this guy Tellerico win.
Okay.
Was I wrong?
Yes.
But here's the bigger question.
Yes, you was wrong for the way how you criticize her and not criticize other people for doing the same thing. You hold her to a higher standard than you hold men. because I don't know. You know, sometimes, you know, the YouTube be trying to hold me back. These try to hold me back. These try to hold me back. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? They be trying to hold me back. Like, you know, for example, I don't have 200 likes, but we about to hit 900 votes, but we do not have 200 likes. We got 400 people. 400 people in the place to be. No shadows here. Shadows here. We got 400 people. We need 400 likes. That's crazy, Stephen A. Now let's see what he say about Michelle.
Forget that. I apologize for even asking that question. Here's the bigger question. How is that disparaging? How?
It's disparaging because of the tone that you took on the young lady. You holding her to a higher standard. You saying that she needs to kiss the ring. You saying she needs to bow down. That is the problem that you keep on missing, sir. Why? I don't know why. Hair extensions, University. I like that. I like that play of words. Hiding. Thank you so much. I appreciate the jewels. Thank you. Man.
Oh, Stephen A. goes after Michelle Obama. She's the one that compared First Take to a reality show. And I use that as an opportunity to say that this marvelous, wonderful woman, who's the greatest first lady in American history, who I have raised and praised and praised and praised time and time again, to the point where I said she should run for the presidency because there's no way she'd lose. All I did was say, I don't like the fact that you said a vote for him, as in Donald Trump, would be a vote against us as women. All I said was there's a whole bunch of pro-lifers out there.
Wow. And so, but the problem is that, like, you probably didn't believe it in the time, but I'm pretty sure now you can understand why people felt what she said. I'm pretty sure by now you could understand that, hey, she wasn't that far off at all. Hopefully you understand that. Come on.
There's a whole bunch of people that care about the economy or immigration or safety in the streets. They might not even be thinking about this issue. And I also reminded folks, Black men revere Black women.
Prove it.
Which one is it? We're going to sit up there and talk about how we've got women raising us and how much we deify and love and adore these Black women. But then all of a sudden we're going to sit up there and act like we're disparaging them? How? How? Kamala Harris. I didn't say this,
but,
and I'm still not going to violate trust.
Oh,
but everybody wants to bring up the fact that I sat up there and I pointed out how she didn't even make it to Iowa in 2020, which is fact. And that a Democratic primary was bypassed in order to facilitate her being a Democratic nominee for the presidency of the United States of America. And then you have it in the palm of your hands and in support of millions upon millions of people. And you go on The View and Sonny Houston asked you a softball question, which Sonny Houston acknowledged for The View, threw it right up there for you to smack it out of the park.
What happened?
And you passed by saying, I can't think of anything I would do differently, when it was clearly a border crisis. Last time I checked, NABJ, that ain't journalism. That ain't talking facts. Why would I bring that up? Because I've heard Nothing acknowledging those kind of things that I've said.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else I didn't hear?
What else?
I didn't hear that Kamala Harris called me and asked to meet with me privately.
Okay, talk your shit.
And we sat down for 2 hours.
2 hours, okay.
See, I'm telling you that because we met after I said those things.
And what happened then?
Last time I checked, that's a form of journalism. When you're actually sitting down and communicating with the source. You wouldn't know about that, would you, NABJ?
I don't. I ain't the NABJ though, but
I'm not doing any of this to denigrate the NABJ. I want to state for the record, NABJ right now, from what my research tells me, is in pretty good standing.
Awesome. Salute to that. Make sure we got over 600 people watching. Make sure we have over 600 likes. Is that plain and simple? Nothing serious about it. Just hit the like button. It'd be much appreciated if you just. Oh, what's this he talking about? Let's see.
Where are your facts? You want to bring up Serena Williams? I apologize for that. I'm on national television. I'm flipping.
So that's twice. So that's twice you had to apologize. Why are you acting as if you don't understand? If you had to apologize for 2 different occasions, and those 2 different occasions about black women, what is it that you're not understanding? Why people are upset?
With it, joking around with the other fellas, and I basically was saying it really wasn't about her. It really was about her husband. No disrespect, because I was simply pointing out no man wants to see his woman exerting that kind of energy, meaning being on center stage on Super Bowl Sunday for an ex. That's all I was trying to say. But I realized
that was crazy. So the problem is, number one, you didn't have that smoke for her husband when her husband was on your goddamn show. Right in front of you. You didn't have all that smoke when he directly said something about you and to you. About saying that only husbands have the right to be upset about. He had smoke for you directly. Directly has smoke for you. That is the problem. That's the problem. You didn't have no smoke for the husband at all. All of your motion was towards her, and that's why you had to apologize for it. Is you cool? To act like you don't understand is wild. Insane to me. And then also to not, don't bring in the fact that she did it for somebody that is from her city. Her and Kendrick Lamar from the same city. So Kendrick Lamar doing the Super Bowl by himself and bringing the whole ghetto to the Super Bowl, that was also a part of her legacy from being where she's from. They from the same hood. So it was more than just, man.
My presentation could have been better. I apologize for that before. I'll apologize for that now. What else you got?
Okay. Good. You
Me pushing back at Kerry Champion, former host of First Take, or Jamel Hill, former colleague at ESPN. I've never said a negative word about them. I was simply saying to them, I don't deserve whatever negative commentary you're giving about me. There's a difference.
Okay.
Didn't you see the new show that I created, The Culture
No,
Table?
we didn't. What's the new show?
On my YouTube channel?
What's the new show?
Did you see it? Check it
out.
out.
No, I did not see it. What is it? Let me check it out.
One's a member of the NABJ. Her name is Tori Cooper.
Hey, Tori.
One is my personal executive assistant that has been with me for over 21 years.
She don't count. Shout out to her.
The other is a lawyer by profession, the founder and the boss of HBCU Week, who was kind enough to ask me to join her as ambassador, where with my minimal contribution, she has been able to raise and generate in excess of $100 million for thousands of students
Shout out
to
to
attend
her.
HBCUs.
Shout out to that young lady that did that.
Let me get a little bit personal. I own my own YouTube channel.
Awesome.
I have 6 Black women working for me.
That don't count.
My financial advisor is Black.
That don't count.
Her name is Stacey Robinson.
That don't mean
A
anything.
brilliant, marvelous lady. And one of my dearest friends on the planet who's watched my back for decades.
Salute to her.
My lawyer is a shareholder and partner and one of the elite lawyers in this country named Janine Bonds. At a prestigious law firm in Washington, D.C. She's a Black woman.
Salute to these beautiful Black women.
I've been surrounded by Black female excellence all my
Come on, y'all. We
life.
need some more likes.
Where are your facts? Where are they? The reality.
Hey, salute to that, man. I think he's not focused on the right part of the conversation. None of those things, none of those great things that he has done has anything to do with the smoke people have for you. The issue is, I just dropped the link for anybody that want to voice their opinion. Please hit the link. Please, we have over 600 people watching. Please hit the like button. It's much appreciated to hit the like button, hit the share button. If we could crowdfund 99 cents at a time, that would be awesome. We could have all 600 people, over 600 people, hit the 99 cent button. That would be awesome. So this way, Stephen A. Smith is not the only one making bread out here. So this way, Stephen A. Smith is not the only one making bread out here. Welcome to the show, Oculus. Good day, sir. What's your thoughts? I'm gonna step away real quick, but I can hear you.
Yeah. And how everybody doing? Peace to the panel. Peace to the chat. Oculus be in the background, thirsty to get on the panel. Thirsty. So this is what I would like to say as far as moving forward in the conversation with Stephen A. Smith. There's something in law, right? It is called time, place, and manner. Time, place, and manner. I'm about to get on my Umar Johnson real quick, so I'm going to say it one more time for the people in the back. Time, place, and manner. Stephen A. Smith, the timing was wrong when you disrespected these Black women, right? The place was wrong when you disrespected these Black women. The manner was wrong when you disrespected these Black women. See, what Stephen A. Smith suffers from is something that a lot of people suffer from, and that's called entitlement. So since he's suffering from a disease called entitlement, Stephen A. Smith, you should not think to yourself that you should be entitled to receiving an award, or you should feel entitled where you should get some type of, applause for what you did for the Black Journalists Convention. Just because you helped bring ESPN, just because you brought TV cameras in, you don't think that these people get to say something negative about you? They shouldn't be able to give you the thumbs down award? Or are you so entitled to where you think that they not supposed to say something ill against your name because you participated? It's just like being in a relationship as a man and a woman do something, or blah blah blah, or or let's reverse it, because I'm always talking about women. Let's reverse it. It's like a woman being in a relationship with a man and she do all these great things for the man cheat on her, and then she turn around and say, well, look at everything I did for you after all I did for you. So Stephen A. Smith, what you're saying is, after all you did for the Black journalists, I forgot what it's called. What it's called, Sharon, you mind me asking? The NABJ. Yeah, the NABJ. Just because you did something don't mean somebody don't get to take their own course of actions and tell you how they feel. You receive the thumbs down award, accept it, and remember, time, place, and manner, Stephen A. Smith. It was the wrong timing when you spoke against that woman who said something about Donald Trump. It was the wrong place, and the manner in which you did it was wrong. So it's all about time, place, and manner. It's the same concept, time, place, and manner when you spoke against Serena Williams. Time, place, and matter means everything. It's not about what you do or what you say, but it's about when you do it. You see what I'm saying? Why you did it and where you was at when you did it. Time, place, and manner. Again, Stephen A. Smith is a pompous. He's actually a person that's self-absorbed and he's not self-aware. And that's what I want to bring to everybody's attention is this, is that there's a thing where I came up with this idea or this slogan, people who are self-absorbed, right? And people who are self-aware. To be self-aware is to be in the present moment, to extrapolate all the information that you need to know from the situation so you can come to a definitive conclusions about people, places, or things or your actions. To be self-absorbed, right? This will always make you a victim because you're not in the present moment. You may be living in the past by what you did for the Black National Award or the Journal People, whatever. Oh, I did this, or you living in the future, right? Well, if I do this right now, in the future, they're going to reward me. You're not in the present moment to see what's actually going on. And thus, you give it to us as if you're a victim of a thumbs down award. So this is why I say to the chat, to everybody that's on the panel, never always be self-aware, never be self-absorbed, because if you self-absorbed, then guess what happened? You become victims in situations. To be self-aware, you're in the present moment. You won't become a what? A victim. That's why I brought up time, place, and manner. If you would have did it at the right time, the right manner, in the right place, you wouldn't be sitting here acting like you a victim of them giving you the thumbs down award. You see what I'm saying? So always be in the present moment. Even if you look at the FBI, the CIA, whatever have you, they like people who live in the present moment. They're not worried about their past. They're not worried about their future. The only moment that exists right now is the present moment. You see what I'm saying, Stephen A. Smith? You look like a dang old fool. You cannot move around. You got reverb crazy. You got reverb, Sharon. Okay, so you look like a dang on fool right now, coming to us and want us to sympathize and patronize your emotions and your feelings. Except if you can accept when somebody give you awards and praise and worship, by default, it's all about balance. That you should be able to accept when somebody give you a thumb down award or speak negatively about you. Because how often do you go off and you speak negatively about these athletes? You speak about personal issues. You speak about conversation that wasn't supposed to be brought to the public. So if they should be able to accept it when you say these things from your sources, then you should be able to accept it publicly when you get dang on talk negatively about or you get a thumbs down award. You look like a fool. So you want all the praise and all the worship, but you don't want the thing that's going to balance it out. The negative comments, the thumbs down award, right? You don't want these things. He's a fool with a dang on hairline that's going down the back of his neck. He looked like a fool, man. And see, Stephen A. Smith is a number 5. And remember, Sharon, I won't ask you for your number again. I will not do that because I know you tried to hurry up and get off the channel the other day, but I will ask you about yours. But I'm going to tell you what, Stephen A. Smith is a number 5. See, the 5 is the number that's able to tap into the lexicon of language and construct syntax. Is very compelling for people to listen to. So when 5 speak, they're hypnotizing and polarizing. So his mouth can actually get him his way. Right? But at the same time, the 5 is the number of being a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They have multiple personalities. Just because you go set up a show and you go sit down with women and this and this and this, it doesn't make you not. It doesn't make you look good, and it doesn't contradict the fact that you speak ill about women in certain regards. Now, people with a high IQ can understand what Stephen A. Smith is doing, right? But Stephen A. Smith, I think personally, my own personal opinion, not the views of Sharon and his show, but I think he is a what you call it? It's a womanizer, but what they call it, Sharon, to start with misogynist. He is a misogynist. This is what I think, and I think we only get small drips of this, right? We get small little pockets of this when you sit back and you listen to how he talked to women. You see what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if he grew up with his father and his mother, two-parent household, or he just grew up with his mother, or did he just grow up with his father? But you can see that a lot of things that women do towards Stephen A. Smith really, and it can be minute, it really gets under his skin. But he tried to over-intellectualize his emotions. But somebody like me can see that he's very sensitive and very emotional. You see what he just did to Jeff Teague and talking about, oh, you complaining that you spent $70,000 on the trip with your boys and you didn't participate and blah, 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 blah. You see what I'm saying? You got to remember, he's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Believe that. And I would hate to have to be under his rule of thumb if I was working for ESPN and they let him be a shot caller. Maybe it's the reason why Molly is not there. You see what I'm saying? But see, Molly is not going to mess up her connections when it comes to journalism, because if she speaks bad about Stephen A. Smith, he can close doors at other venues and other companies that she would never be able to get on board with. So she's intelligent enough to not say nothing. But I know it's a lot of skeletons in Stephen A. Smith closet. And it's a lot of people at ESPN that got those skeleton keys to open those doors to bring him out. But right now, he's too powerful. It's the same concept with P. Diddy. Right back then, he was too powerful for people to say something to. Right then, back in the day, he was too powerful for people to say, well, he did this. And nobody's going to believe me, blah, blah, blah. But look at him now. I guarantee you when his retirement comes, I guarantee you when it's time for him to get off the airways, I guarantee you when his podcast fail, and there is no such thing as Stephen A. Smith, those skeleton keys will be brought up, those doors will be open, and those skeletons will be pushed in front of the TV screen like a P. Diddy, like a Jeffrey Epstein. I'm not saying he did anything nefarious with children or women or something like that, but I'm talking about his character. See, let me tell you guys about character, and I'm going to shut up because I know I talk a lot. But character is like a GPA, you guys. A GPA. Do you know how hard it is to get your GPA up to a 5.0? But let you fail one test when it comes to your schooling. Your GPA drop down to a 2.1. And that's the same concept with your character, Stephen A. Smith. You done built up a high character right in front of the general public. And we all say, oh, Stephen A. Smith's character is a 5.0. But you done did two things that done dropped you down to a 1.6. You spoke about Serena Williams. You spoke about the woman who cussed out Donald Trump. Time, place, and manner, Stephen A. So we as the public get to determine what your GPA is or what your character is. That's why it's important when you're speaking on the public airways to understand you don't control your GPA when it comes to your character. The public decides that. So watch your dang on mouth, because I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on you like potatoes, fool. Me and Sharon. Tell him, Sharon, get him. You like that? You like that, Sharon? You like that?
That was really good. That was a really good monologue. Shout out to Zara B. I still watch you throw around the fingers, Sharon. Yeah. Shout out to Zara B too. Bless my sugar bum. She's a misogynist. Goddamn, sugar bum. Say it isn't so misogynist. I mean, sugar bum. Words of wisdom. Yeah, he did go off. That's why I even interrupt. I was like, all right, he ain't repeating not one word. I'm gonna let him cook. He cooking. I'm gonna leave him alone. sometimes you know, sometimes you gotta let people cook. He ain't repeat not one word. He had to get it out. So that was really awesome. You know what I'm saying? And for the life of me, I don't understand why. And anybody that want to have a discussion, you can hit the link. It's all good. We all friendly up in here. We need more likes still. We need more likes. We need more likes. We got over 400 people still watching. Can we get 400 of y'all to send 99 cents? That would be awesome. But I don't understand why people would like to argue facts that is not being presented in argument. If you are my dad, you can, and I'm telling you, I don't like the fact that you slapped me because I spilled the milk. Don't tell me about how you put clothes on my back, food in the refrigerator, you keep the electricity on, Like, that don't have nothing to do with you slapping me for spilling some goddamn milk that I could just wipe up with a towel. I'm talking to you about something very specific. Understand my complaint. Don't tell me about all the great things that you did. And that's why people don't. This is one of the reasons why is a lot of people also looking at him as somewhat of a misogynistic person. Because that's what the misogynistic person is. Don't I pay the bills? Don't I do this when I say? When you ask me to do this, don't I do this for you? And she'll say, but I'm asking you to spend some time with me. You tell me about all this other shit. That don't have nothing to do with the conversation at hand. That's what you're doing, Stephen A. Smith. Shout out, I cannot pronounce this name. Gurio Moose. Thank you, Gurio Moose. He said, hiding. Thank you so much for the jewels. Appreciate that. Go ahead. I think he's about to say something.
I was finna say something. I just want people to always realize that show you that all the positive things that Stephen A. Smith has done was not truly who he is. You see, because like, you know how your mom tell you, and everybody mom that say this, it's a father that said this to him, it's counterproductive to say I told you so, or to tell a person what you did. This is why women hate when men, I'm sorry, I'm using this reference, when men say what they done did for them after the woman done did something nefarious, because if you really did it, it would have come from the heart. You wouldn't have to bring it up when your heart get broken. You see what I'm saying? So when he didn't get what he wanted, get an award or get the thumbs up award, they gave him thumbs down. Look at what he did. He started talking about all the things he done. So you didn't do it with true good character and morals and values. You did it because it was an optic. It was a PR stunt. So you knew you can keep this in the cut, in the tuck. When something go wrong with this organization, you can say all the things you did, Stephen A. Smith. You a fool, man. You a fool. Now you see how him and I don't want to go too deep because I don't know how far you go back with this, with his girlfriend coming out and exposing Molly and blah 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 blah, and him being intimate, blah 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 blah. But we
started from the beginning. What you mean? What happened?
Oh yeah, so his wife. I mean, anybody in the chat, y'all can agree if y'all watch these things. But Stephen A. Smith has a dark skin, and it's nothing wrong, dark skin, light skin, right? But she brought this up. This is not me bringing this up. Oh, you thought you was one of us? His girlfriend. I'm pregnant. Blah 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 blah. They ain't married. And she wants to control the show, and Stephen A. Smith don't want to allow her to control the show. I won't go into a whole soliloquy, but there has been some information that Stephen A. and his team and publicists or whatever, then probably scrubbed from the internet. But it was a young lady who's a doctor, who's his girlfriend, supposedly from what she say, who came out and said how she was trying to push up on Stephen A. Smith, and Stephen A. Smith wasn't going. No. That's what she said. What I believe, what I extrapolate, is Stephen A. Smith was going. And the reason why Molly Caramel, whatever her name is able to move around and not be a mediator on the show. She was acting as if she was one of the anchors. Her job is to only be a man, but he couldn't put her back in check because he already stepped over the professional line by being, from my opinion, romantic with Molly Caramel. See, I don't know if you look at the chat, if anybody else remember this. The lady is a doctor. She a doctor or is she a lawyer? She one of those, and she had braids in her head, and she came out and was explaining the whole thing between Stephen A. Smith, Molly Cyrus, and why that junk is, exploding, imploding from the inside out. You see what I'm saying? This dude is a peewee. See, sometimes we give the wrong people power, and he's a person who power does not do well in his hands. Now he's able to mesmerize you and hit you with the word salad and words that go over people's heads, but his character is terrible. His character. You see, Sharon, we should be on these TV shows, man. They should let us have that junk. I should be on. You should be on ESPN, man. You see what I'm saying? And we should get, what's that lady name that be in your comment section? What's her name? Mickey. What's this lady name? She keep telling me to go to the main channel every time I come on. She like, Aki, let's go to the main channel. Who's that lady?
Miss J.
Yeah, she had her moderating. You feel what I'm saying?
Shout out to Carla Brent. Shout out to Carla Brent with the floating hearts. Thank you so much, Carla Brent, with the 10 jewels. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
And you know what? A person like, think about this real quick, Sharon. Think about if Candace Owens understood. I'm not saying she don't, but what if she understood sports? Man, she would demolish Stephen A. Smith. Demolish him. Stephen A. Smith is no different than Andrew. He get a little bit of information and he magnify that little bit of information that he have to create this whole big old picture that everybody can see, and then everybody think he know what he's talking about. No, he just took a little bit of information. He really don't know things in totality. And then you send in Candace Owens and she just break the whole picture down. She really know what she talking about. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, but you know, I think a lot of people starting to it's starting to also that grift, or you know, that is a shift going on, and it's slowly turning from the misogynistic world to more of a balanced world. I think. Hopefully, it doesn't go completely to the other side, and it'll balance out. But I think for far too long, it's been on one side, and now people are starting to realize it wasn't a good look.
Right,
a lot of people are jumping ship. Yeah, a lot of people are jumping ship from that rhetoric, and I think a lot of our brothers too, they are a little bit late. They are late, and they're not recognizing that ship has actually sailed. And just like on those ships that had that left, wherever it left from, it had some people that jumped off that ship and said, hey, this is gonna be what it is. And some folks stayed on that ship.
You think that we cannot see. You think that we cannot see as far as this is what Stephen A is afraid of. Journalism at a time can only be given or sent out from a couple places. But everybody now you are journalists, Sharon, whether you realize it or not. This is an act of journalism, what you're actually doing. But the difference is Stephen A. Smith and all these other institutions and these businesses didn't realize that these cell phones was going to become what they are today. Because we all can journal. We all can be journalists just from our cars, from our homes. We can be journalists sitting on our toilets taking a deuce. You see what I'm saying? So what it is, the attention, there's an attention shift. Because I don't want to hear about a Sports Center, the best show, and First Take is the best show. Yeah. But them numbers, they might still be the #1 show. But those numbers are dipping. Because guess what? The average person can be a journalist. And the attention is flowing to other sources. So the sensationalism that Stephen A. Smith have to give off, the wild antics that he may or may not have to do, and you can already see him trying to pivot. Because what did he do? He created a show where it's just him and 3 or 4 of the women. Because there is a shift that is taking place, a shift in regards to journalism. Because now anybody can be a journalist, which we all could have been based off the Constitution, freedom of press, freedom of speech, etc. But that attention is flowing elsewhere. And he's trying to hold on by a little leaf, trying to keep our attention flowed on him.
You taking a breath or what?
Yeah, I'm back. I don't know. I got kicked out somehow. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can see you. I can hear you fine.
Okay. I'm not sure why I got kicked out, but I did. Sometimes
what's the dude's name on the panel? You didn't even introduce me, Sharon.
His name is Oculus. And also Guido Moose. Shout out to Guido Moose. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. He said I'm hiding.
What does that mean, 10 joules? What does that mean?
It's a new way to support the channel from the chat.
How much is that?
I don't know.
You don't even. He doesn't even know, but he's thankful.
I'm thankful for all the support, to be honest with you. Anybody that want to show me love and support, I appreciate so much because I get a lot of the other way. So Thank you
I
for all
like
the
to
new
just,
people here.
I like to make shady comments and pay for them, so you have to read them out, so you feel ultra awkward. I like to see your face. I might just do one now just to make you read it out.
Thank you, Zara. Like you was about to say something.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do one. Oh, yeah. Go on, deflect
Okay,
with the
so
one who
look,
does a fucking
this-
random soliloquy that goes on for 2.5 hours. You last longer than Hamlet, you motherfucker. My God, what's going on?
Zara, you know we didn't have not one curse. We can't be cursing early in the morning.
Oh, well,
Thank
it's
you,
not
sir.
early here. Sorry,
It's
it's
supposed to, yes. It's $2
4:30
for
in the
every.
afternoon. Sorry.
Yes. $2 for every F bomb. $2
Okay,
for
well,
every
I'll
N
pay
bomb.
$2, but I'm gonna write so many curse words, and you're gonna have to read it out.
Okay, thank you.
Sharon,
She crazy.
could you please define in America, because I just wanted a comment in the chat that states that you're not a journalist unless you went to school and got a degree in journalism. I want you to, if you don't mind, can you read what a journalist is via, not from what they tell you about school, but via through the Constitution. All of us have the right. It's not a privilege, it's a right to record, right? On public property, any government officials or anything that we can see from public property, right?
Yeah, it's called PINAC over here. So photography in I can't remember what it's called, but it's PINAC, PINAC, and it's
so whoever said that you're misinformed, not you, the lady with the gold lips, but whoever said that in the chat, you're misinformed and you don't understand what journalist is in totality.
We can film, and it's not illegal. So basically, it's not illegal to film anywhere that you have no right to privacy in public. Okay, if you're in public, expect to be filmed. And if you don't realize that, and you don't like somebody having a camera phone in your face, guess what? You're being filmed by 250 million cameras that are controlled by Israel and their new fucking technology, okay, and facial recognition. So how's about you go with
that's
suck your
$6
mum?
down. That's $8 down. God damn it! Stop cursing so much.
I didn't case. And suck your mum. It's not a case.
No, you did.
No,
you did curse, lady.
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah,
What did it say?
You cussed before you said suck your mama.
What did it say?
You said another F bomb. Actually, you said two of them.
What's
yeah,
F?
I know you say it so freely that you don't realize you be saying it. It's just a part of your vocabulary. But so hold on. So journalism, the activity or profession of writing for newspapers, magazines, news websites, or preparing news to be broadcast.
So Sharon, are you a journalist?
Clearly. I definitely prepared some news to be broadcast. I definitely be writing. You know what I'm saying? For my website, my YouTube website. So yeah.
So he's a journalist. So what I'm trying to prove and show is that a lot of times when we talking and we responding to people that's in the chat, and I'm not saying I'm better than nobody, but it's like taking college kids, high school kids, and grammar school kids, putting them all in one classroom and expect there not to be any misunderstanding or miscommunication. Some of us may just know things that other people don't know, and some other people might know some stuff that we don't know. But when you making a statement in the comment, if you don't understand what active journalism is, it does not take for you to have a degree. We all have freedom of press, which makes us all at any moment a journalist.
Oculus, that's what I've just said. So PINAC means photography is not a crime, and it's big. It's a big, massive. If you put into YouTube #PINAC, is a massive. They're called auditors. They just go around and film the police and everything that they do, and all of. So say they're walking around the streets and they're charging somebody, I don't know, for dropping a cigarette butt, and they'll say, you don't have to give your name, you don't have to give your details, don't do that. Like, they will just destroy everything that the police are trying to do. Do you know what I mean? And it's not that they don't like being filmed. Don't forget they've got body cams on 24/7, but we can't film them. They can film us, but we can't film them. So fuck you. It's a big, massive movement in the UK. I don't know if it is in
That's another.
America.
That's another one. You probably didn't realize you said it again.
What?
You probably didn't realize you said an F-bomb again, but you just did again.
Sharon, you're gonna have to send me an invoice at this point. I'm getting pissed off. I'm just shut it again. Oh gosh. Sorry.
That is crazy. She didn't even realize your aunt. She didn't even realize she said it comes out so easy. She didn't even realize she said it.
Do you know what? I'm so pissed off with this. Fuck off.
But yeah, so that's all. That's all I'm saying in regards to Stephen A. Smith. It's in regards to he needs to understand the turn of the carbs right now, and also he needs to understand that anybody can be a journalist, just like he can report on anybody preparing the news and making it public.
They can these days, but don't forget, they're very selective. So if you think about it, children go missing. They've got so many. So I don't know about your country, but our country is more surveilled than China. And it's so much smaller. It's like, I think our country would fit, England in itself would fit into China 5, 6 times. So if a child goes missing from that country, which they do, 7 per day, and they can't find them. They cannot find them via CCTV. You know they can. You're filmed on every street corner, ring doorbells, they've got access to everything, but they choose not to. It's disgusting. It's once you realise, take a step back and the whole system in as an ideology, it's ridiculous that we're even believing in it. I don't understand why. Don't even get frustrated. All you can do is look after your own as tightly as you can, as long as you can. And it's like pure survival mode. That's all it is. Make as much as you can without flying over the radar. Do you know what I mean? And that's it. And
hey, Sharon, if you don't mind, could we bring American tradesmen up? Cause he on my bumper on this dang on journalism stuff, and he tell me it's all good. Cause I want somebody that actually can intellectualize themselves without being offensive or disrespectful. Cause I will not be those things, right? You know that, Sharon. And if they can have, he can have some conversation. If it's a he or she, they can have some conversation with me. Then we can go ahead. If I got a misunderstanding and you know things better than I know, then no problem. I'll respectfully concede.
I'm extremely well versed in common law.
Hold on. I'll actually
I'm
apologize.
sorry that it offended you that I said the word fuck. Oh my god. I want to speak to somebody that doesn't say the word fuck.
No, I'm not talking to you. Listen,
Zara
I'm not talking.
I think you misunderstand. He wasn't talking to you, Zara.
He was referring to me.
No, I was not.
Talking to you. No.
I was talking to American. I was talking to American tradesmen. That's who I was talking to.
No, you said I would like somebody up here like American tradesman that can actually intellectualize and making up words off your own back.
Huh?
Yeah.
Right, because he's saying something to him in the chat.
In the comments, ma'am. No, I wasn't talking to you at all.
Yeah, you tried to patronize me. Diminish me, didn't you?
Huh?
You said I would like somebody up here that can actually intellectualize on the conversation, on the topic, without knowing at all.
Hold on. You misunderstood.
She tripping, cuz. She tripping.
No, you misunderstood what he was saying.
Yeah, I'm tripping, cuz.
She came to fight.
No, I didn't. I didn't come to fight at all, but don't fucking patronize me.
Zara, that is about $15. You're up to $14.
Oh, that's fine. I'll just put 20 in and then I'll say fuck. Okay? There you go.
16, 18, that's 20. You had $20.
Hey, 30 ball.
Yeah. I was about
one more, I'm gonna have to drop you until you pay your 20. Lord have mercy.
I'll pay the bloody 20. There you go. I'm trying to do it right now anyway. I don't care. Okay. Bloody numbers.
So getting back to the topic at hand, is that possible that we can bring American tradesmen up who is going to intellectualize him or herself, and it's not going to be offensive or disrespectful to me if we have some discourse about what a journalist is and why we all.
I got it. Are you sure? Are you absolutely certain that that's a word? Intellectualize.
Yes, intellectualize is a word, man.
Intellectualize.
Yes, it's a word.
Did you just make that up, or are you from the South? I'm taking it.
I just said it's a word, and no, my geography is not important. My words and what I'm speaking about.
I'm guessing you're from the South. Intellectualize.
Intellectualize is a word, man.
What? Because you just said it.
Okay,
no, not just because you said, but it's in the English dictionary.
It's definitely in the dictionary. Yes, Sharon's
I
already
have
looked it up.
never heard anybody well spoken say intellectualize in my entire life, and I've been around various schools of people from higher to lower.
So Sharon, is it a word? Did you look it up?
Yeah, it's a word.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Hang on. You Americans bastardized our language anyway. You borrowed it and bastardized it. You use a Z and you drop the U from everything. So I don't think you're qualified to say what is and isn't a word. You drop the O from most words. So I don't know. Tourist. You do it. You're horrific. You're absolutely horrific in your spelling. You basic it down. It's like a slow retard school version of English.
Oh my God. Woman, you pay your 20.
Sharon, what happened? Where did we go left? Like what?
Zara be wilding out. I don't know if she be wilding.
She came up, she started off all right, and then she turned what I said and turned herself into a victim. And then she went on a whole soliloquy about the word intellectualize and how we bastardized the British accent from the original English, which to a degree she got a point. But at the same time, let's stay on topic, sweetheart.
Yeah, that was crazy. But hey, at least she brave enough to hit the panel and speak her crazy ass mind. Peasy ain't going. It's a word. Argue with the dictionary.
Hey, look, people in the comments say, kick her down. She annoying.
Well, y'all got they got the power to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like they always like, hey, they keep wanting me to do everything for free. It's insane.
Somebody said crack work fast, boy. Somebody said that in the chat. Heck, boy. Dang.
Shout out to Gildo Moose. He said
Jesus Christ. You know what I think is I think if people get, and I might be long-winded, but I think people get attention hungry, especially when it's a large body of people that's on a public platform and they get some type of attention. Now, do I like the attention too from some of the things that I say? Heck yeah, I do indeed. But at the same time, I'm not going to hog the mic and just start rambling on stuff that got nothing to do with what we're talking about.
He said he's at work on a ladder, so he can't. So he said he on the ladder. He on the ladder talking ish. He hiding up on the ladder talking talks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He do a little bit of work, and then he do a little bit of typing. A little bit more work, a little bit of typing.
Look, I'm trying to see how this goes. So he typing and then he get back to work on a ladder. Come on, brother.
I understand how it goes. Hey,
he got the ability to send gold coins and gems and all that and message, but he ain't able to respond and pull his face up. I mean, he ain't even got to pull his face up. He can just come up.
It might be loud because he do construction, so it might be loud.
Okay. We'll give him a pass. But all I want to say is that there is a distinction with journalism in official capacity, right? And then journalism by way of a degree. You see what I'm saying?
Two different paths. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because we all technically be journalists, but anyway.
And I got a debate later on today as well, around like 5 p.m. I'm going against the Prince of the Manosphere, Mr. Fantastic. That's going to be going down later on today. I think roughly around like 5 p.m. today. It should be up and it's stuck up with that one. I don't know if you ever heard of the Prince of the Manosphere, but it should be interesting to see how that's going to go. Huh?
Is that the Jamaican guy?
He looked like he's Jamaican, but I think he's just from Florida.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to be up on some of them shows. I want to see you my number, but I ain't trying to put it in the chat though, Sharon. So you can just message me and be like, "Yo, I'm up," and then I can beam up with you if you want me to.
You can put it in the private chat.
About to be a situation. Hey, hey, hey.
Zara said, "Let me be free, God damn it." She says, Zara said, "Let me be free."
By the way, your American dollar is not as strong as our pound, so yeah, I sent you more. No, but I know. Do you know what?
Wait, Sharon, did she pay for her transgressions on the platform? Did she pay for her transgressions?
Yeah, she did. She did.
Okay, she official tissue then.
I can't help it. It's just the way that I talk. Like it just comes out. We're not the same as you. We live a different way. I'll tell you to go and F yourself and in a nice way. Do you know what I mean? That's daily. God. If you're my neighbor.
She said that, and that's me being polite. That's how we say I love you.
Honestly, it is. And I think what's his name? Quinton. He came over to Scotland, which is above me, but he learned that way, that everything is effing this and effing that. That's just, and they're a bit above me. Like obviously I don't talk like that in work, but you ain't paying me, so that's how we talk. So I don't care. That's just how we talk. Like,
so that's what's up. I also said that I'm gonna have to probably do a stream on that.
It's not personal though. So Aquinus or whatever your name is, please don't take it personal. It's not me trying to be offensive, and I'm sorry if you find it offensive.
I don't. Nothing you have said has offended me. I just like to follow the SOP, standard operating procedure. He told me and I already know not to be cussing and using language that can get his channel.
I don't even know I'm doing it. I don't even know I'm doing it.
And this is when self-control comes into play.
It's not self-control if you're unaware. This is indoctrination. This is indoctrination from day dot. How I was raised. So if you were raised to say, my N-word, my N-word, and you kept dropping it, and I'm offended by that, and I say stop saying it, but you don't even know that you're saying it. Do you know what I mean?
So that means what you're doing in regards to what you may be saying.
It's colloquialism.
Hold on, let me finish. That means what you're doing is involuntary. Yeah. And that's why I use the word self-control, because when things are involuntary, that means you have no control. So I use the word self-control. That's all you got to demonstrate. Just be aware of what's coming out your mouth.
I have. Well, I was about you have good self-control about what goes in your mouth.
Yeah. All right. Conversation taking a hard left. I don't know what.
How many medicines? See, it's only a joke. Jesus, don't take it too hard. I didn't swear. I didn't cuss. I just implied that you're a little bit gay.
Wow. That's diabolical.
It's not. It's not.
That's absolutely
Come on, let's stick on topic, Sharon. What are you doing? Let's stick to the topic.
All right. So the topic at hand right now is that at 5 o'clock, I'm coming back. We're doing a live show because I'm having a live debate with Mr. Fantastic. I think Zara B know who Mr. Fantastic is. He is the Prince of the Manosphere. He got a good amount of people that know who he is. He got some, I wouldn't say decent talking points, but he has some talking points to say the least.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a nice debate, maybe like 2 hours or maybe 3 hours. We're going to go at it. and
Can
I'm
I
gonna
ask?
do my best to cook them up.
Can I ask your opinion on the Candice and Wilson debate? Oh my gosh.
Who you got? Who you thought won that debate?
Oh, Candice all day. All day.
Mm.
She
And why you feel
absolutely
like
destroyed them.
Candace won that debate?
Do you mean why? Because his foot was like a fan. It was ridiculous. Somebody said if you watched it on 1.75, his foot turns into a fan. I was laughing my head off.
God.
And then, but honestly, he was sweating. He lost every single talking point and tried to deduce a woman. He didn't even know the charges. So the last preliminary hearing, I know more about the American setup about crime than I do about the British because they're more open. So I prefer to educate myself on that, and it's horrific how many people go to jail that are innocent. It really is. It's a perpetual money system, but either way, like, no, he just lost. He didn't even know the evidence or what was said in the last hearing. He didn't know what charges he was up against. He just and he refused to answer one charge and then demanded that she said all seven and then questioned her on the seven and she got them all correct in perfect order.
Yeah. Perfect
And
at that.
he looked like an absolute idiot, an absolute little boy.
The crazy part is that he wound up doing a review of it, Zara and Ak, and he has a completely understanding that he destroyed her and that she was 100%
Where
wrong.
was
So
this
I
review? So I
interesting.
know his name is The Crucible, but I can't find the review. Was it on that Do you know what he did? Which is diabolical. So up until the night before, at 9:30 the night before, she kept saying for security because the studio's in her own home where her kids sleep, literally her own home, not separate. And she said, for security reasons, I need to know which other 3 people that you're bringing with you. He refused to answer, refused to give her a phone number, and then he turned up with Stephen Crowder's team. Do you know who he is? So he's known.
I know you have a problem with Candace. That's all I do know.
He's known for doing pranks on adults, like ridiculous pranks. So he turned up and he filmed. So one of the contractual agreements was you don't film from my home because obviously they're in his home. And he did a live from a children's playroom. So and she was still really polite to him. Honestly, these are just diabolical people. Like it's just mental. Anybody I went on to Fatty's channel and I shouldn't have, because when stupid women on there saying if I would have jumped on there I would have absolutely destroyed the whole channel. You know I would. If only he'd let me. Honestly, like, oh, Erica might have needed to keep the money coming in for a kid. He was life insured for over 10 million and his business was insured for 23 million plus. What they need is a parent at home, not bloody more money. They were millionaires while he was alive. So why? What you want about? What's your point? Make your point, you silly cow. I would have just tipped them upside down.
Speaking of making points, I gotta do a show later. I got a debate that I gotta go prepare for. Because for me, it is.
Is it an actual debate?
Because actual debate. We got topics and everything that I gotta prepare myself for. Because I believe I'm on the same time zone as you are, so I'm pretty sure it's about to be what 12 a.m. for you.
No, it's 5 to 5 p.m. No, not the same. My boy's about to go to South Korea. You know where near me, love?
Yeah, South Korea. South Korea is preparing for invasions right now because Donald Trump. South Korea is preparing for evasion since Donald Trump is pulling out all of the military out of South Korea. So it's going to be interesting over there what's going to happen. So that's very interesting. But I got prepared for this debate. We having a debate at 5 p.m. today. I believe that's the time. Hopefully I don't got that wrong. I'm going to repost it. I did post it. I'm gonna repost it again.
I sent you my number, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, bet. I'm gonna pull it down. Y'all take it easy.
Oculus,
right.
I didn't mean to offend you.
Make sure y'all all be right back here so we could go do this thing again. We're gonna cook up. I need y'all back. I need y'all to have my back. So I have my team with me. We are the SBG. We are the solution-based group. Thank you for being part of it. I'm glad I'm part of you. And we are going to keep on grinding. We're going to keep on knocking this thing out the park, keep moving forward. But I need your help as well. That's the only way we can make this thing happen. Make sure you hit the like, the share button, hit a goddamn hype button afterwards, leave a comment afterwards. Until later on today, peace.
Nothing wrong with being. Let me.